Okay, shall I start? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, good evening. I bid to everyone attending today. So, we are from LAX2011 comic strip group 5, and my name is Lovenia Amira Binti Amiruddin Adlan with matrix number of 200394.
My name is Ahmad Syahir bin Muhammad Yusof. My metric number is 204598.
My name is Binti Mokhtar and my entry number is 202579.
Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. So my name is Syahira Binti Sulaiman and you guys can call me Shira and my matrix number is 200908. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ruzana binti Razi. My metric number 203164.
My name is Fateen or Arna Fasni Binti Pasli. My metric number is 203165.
So I say thank you for everyone attending, and this is our group discussion 1. Okay, so today for our activity we shall discuss a bit what is our concept for comic strip going to be, and maybe the storyline a bit, how many panels are we going to make, and who is going to draw the comic strip. So first, we want to discuss about the concept. So any ideas from anyone?
Me.
Okay.
I have an idea for concept for our comic strip. Do you guys ever heard of Lawak Campus comic?
Sorry, come again.
Lawak
Yes.
campus.
Do you guys ever heard
Lawak
Lawak
Campus.
Campus comic?
Ah,
Lawak Campus.
yeah.
I really like Campus comic, and I'm also a fan of that comic series, especially when I was in Form 3. And I also collected all the comic series. Lawak Campus is a work by Keith and Zelon that shows the life of school teenagers in the course of life. The synopsis of Lawak Campus tells the story of a student life in high school environment that is prevalent with various student habits and problems at school, and also their relationship with each other. But there are many moral values are conveyed in the story, and also jokes to entertain the reader. So I think we can create a storyline for our comic about student life.
Okay,
This is because we are university students, and we can also refer to Lawak Campus as our reference. That's all from me. Thank you.
so the first is student life. Any other ideas?
I'm agree with Syahir, but I have another view. Maybe like we can create something what we say something more about our today's issue. Maybe like about coronavirus, our environment, the hygienic thing. Maybe like we can create a comic on how to take care of ourselves, about the hygienic thing and kind of thing like that.
So more to current issues and how to take better care of ourselves lah. In short, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any other ideas? Like Fatin?
Okay. I think like because during this pandemic we need to stay at home, so I think we can do like topic like exercise at home, to fill up the leisure time during
Indeed.
this pandemic.
I like the idea too regarding SOP.
Mm.
But I like the concept of the Laut campus, like
Mm.
Syahir said just now.
So why not we combine both, where we combine lawak campus and also pandemic, so to make the comic more interesting, like that maybe.
That's a good idea actually.
Why not?
Um, but since if we were to combine like student life and current issues, right? Since we are also stuck in college and we couldn't go anywhere, so maybe we could create a student's life living in college, trying to cope with coronavirus and then trying to stay hygienic, trying to avoid going to crowd places. How about a comic like that? Would it be too
Yeah,
complex or would it be too hard for us to draw later on? Like we have to create a lot of panels and we have to create the dialogues. Do you think it will be alright though?
I think it's okay. Just draw student like that.
But when we just make it short and simple,
Yeah, short and simple. Maybe around 6 panels is enough, right? Then, do you guys want to like uh change it up a bit? Like maybe we any one of us who is good at drawing or not, because I know for sure I'm not good at drawing a person in a comic. So like maybe if we can change the character into something like maybe an object to represent a student. Is there any ideas like maybe a cupcake or a bottle or anything to represent a student, the
Do we
student in
need
our comic?
do we
Yeah.
need to draw the comic
Yeah, I believe so. We
by
need.
ourselves, not copy and paste the
You know,
picture from the internet? It's
no,
not
no,
like
no, no,
that.
no,
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 no.
no, no. We have to create it ourselves with our own storyline, with our own dialogue. Yeah.
But I'm bad in drawing.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, maybe for the first comic, I could help draw it out. Then maybe if you guys have any ideas, you can tell me. I could share with you guys through the process too also.
Maybe like we can separate with two groups. Maybe like one group draw
Ah,
and the other group will create the dialogues.
yeah, that would be better, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so who wants to be on my team? I could
sorry,
draw the comic. Yeah. Okay.
sorry to interrupt, but I think on our first discussion video, we need to
Mm-hmm.
talk about only theme, topic, and concept. And our
Okay.
next discussion is about storyline, panels. Then
Mm.
More
our
details.
three, we talk about who wants to draw and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I read in the timeline that our instructor gave us in our WhatsApp group.
Mm-hmm. So so we uh so during the first video, okay, this first video we're gonna talk about the concept. So we have two concepts already. We thought of combining it, right? So how about that? Anything else you want to add? Like anyone else want to add?
Uh,
Like
the co- the
mm,
concept of the comic we want to do like comic like
mm-hmm.
3 box like that kan, like in Lawak campus. And
Yes.
then I think we can discuss about the topic of the comic.
Okay.
We already had two topic like student life
Maybe
and also the pandemic, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I think I got Fateen's idea. Maybe like we can create a team. You students uni life during pandemic. Maybe like we are all having online learning.
Mm-hmm.
So the first idea we combine it. We
Mm-hmm.
combine the idea hygienic between hygienic and uni life student. Right.
Yeah. So,
We
I
can
just
say the
uh, sorry, you proceed. Yeah.
maybe like we only do the uni life students during
Mm.
pandemic only.
Mm. Mm. So I just because I got curious already, but how is the storyline gonna be? Like, what are we gonna
Yes,
talk about?
how we can combine the different things like
Yeah, what are we going like? What are they gonna do in the comic? Yeah.
I think we can do like how student now wants to adapt with a new normal in university with a strict SOP, like going to lab and everything.
Okay. Anyone else want to add?
Or we can give example online class, the trouble we have during online class,
Yeah.
such as bad connection, will make it funnier or like that.
do we need to put any sense in our comic, maybe like humor or anything? It's general, right?
I guess
Yeah, I guess that could be fine.
I guess that's up to
It's
us.
fine.
Yeah.
True.
I like Zana's idea about how to make the comics to be more funny to read.
Yes, me too.
And it's the comic strip will be episode, just like our campus or just
Uh, what do you mean by episode? So is our comic strip going to be like two episodes? Like the first one is the first episode, and the second comic strip is our second episode. Do you mean it like that?
it's just a suggestion.
Uh,
I don't know.
Okay. Like campus, the in Lawak campus comic, the first strip is talk about macam nak cakap.
yeah, just use simpler words to describe. Yeah.
Okay, what she mean is for our campus, there's like a strip. Like for one strip, there is three square like that.
Panels. Yeah.
Three panels. And then for that strip, we can talk about e-learning. For the second strip, maybe we can talk about we use Grab or something like that to buy food. Anything like we did for during pandemic like that maybe. So different story for each
Yeah.
street. Yeah.
But will the concept remain? So we're
Because
still we're still sticking to student
Yes,
life
yes.
and current issues for the second comic.
Yes, I mean like maybe the first strip we talk about the student problems in online learning. Maybe the second strip we talk about the new norm, you know.
The new norm where we have to always wear face masks, bring sanitizers around, that sort, yeah.
Yes, good job.
Uh, Ahmad, Syahir, do you want to add, or Mona, do you have anything you want to add? Like, what could make our comic strips more interesting other than adding humor?
I don't have
I have
anything
no
to add.
idea.
Yes, I agree with Fateen.
So how many subtopic we want in our comic, you know? How many topic? Subtopic lah. Macam first topic is about first subtopic is about online learning, second topic is
Like
about
how many scenes?
yes, how many scene?
Because Shira said 3 panels, right? So it's just 3 scenes, right? Just one big comic with 3 boxes. Is that what you meant? That, or how do you want it to be? How is a comic strip uh gonna be to you? Like that.
So how many pages we want to make the comic?
No, it's
It
like this.
depends on our
It depends on our own ideas, and basically a comic strip is just one page with several different panels, and each panel is like a continuation of a single situation. Okay.
Do you mean character, Amira?
No. How to say? Okay. For example, you are given a situation, and you have to draw that whole situation in several different panels, like from start right till the end, but in for one whole situation. let's let's say, for example, since we're combining student life and current issues, so we're going to talk about e-learning. Okay, so first, maybe the first box, you show a student connecting to their class in like Google Meet right now. So you show a student with their laptop. And then the second panel, okay, maybe they show, we can show the laptop showing like the lecturers are giving their lectures, like talking, blah, blah, blah. Then the third panel, suddenly you show the laptop getting disconnected. Then the fourth one, maybe the student is screaming in agony because they lost their connection and they don't know what to do. Yeah, it's something like that.
okay. I agree and understand.
Yes, Amira clearly understand.
Okay.
Yes, me too.
So, um, so is that what we're gonna do, or is there like a other specific idea you want to do, like how you want the comic to be? We're gonna stick with the idea, like how I just said it.
Yes, just stick by
I
the
think
idea.
we're gonna stick with that idea.
Okay, but if you guys have
Fine.
any other ideas to add in, you guys can share it, or or we can discuss it during the second discussion video. How's that? I can start drawing and maybe I'll just tell you guys what I've done so far for the second discussion video.
Okay. We will discuss more on our next video.
Yes. Because I don't have any idea at the moment.
Okay, so I guess that's it for our first discussion. So what we can conclude is that we'll go with the idea of students' life facing the current issues, which is going through e-learning at their respective homes or college. Yeah? And how many panels you're gonna do? Like how many boxes? 4 is enough, or do you
I
want
think 3 to 5 is enough.
5?
Hmm.
Okay, so 5 panels.
What about the comic strip too? The theme.
We're gonna discuss about the comic strip 2 later on once we're done with our first comic. We might as well just focus on our first comic, then only our second comic, so we don't get distracted, or like we don't want our story to stray away from the first concept. Yeah, I think that would be better.
I think we have to discuss too about comic strip too. It's given in the timeline. That's
You guys want to discuss about the comic strip too? Because from what I understand is from the timeline is we just discuss the first one, but if I'm wrong, just we can just proceed with the second idea.
Based on this timeline, we have to identify the themes and concepts for my comic strip 1 and also my comic strip 2. So basically there will be 2 themes and 2 concepts. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I misread the instructions. My bad. Okay.
So for our first comic is the topic is
Student's
the
life, right?
the the student life, right? And the concept is like lawak campus.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
So
for
we
comic
can start
2 we
to
can. Okay.
Uh,
oh,
no. Ahmad Syahir, what do you want to say?
I think for our comic stripe 2 we can use Mona's idea, which is current issue, right? So we don't need to include student life. So we include another thing. Do you guys understand?
Yep.
yep. I
About a
think
new
it's
norm or
general.
whatever. Yes.
So the topic for our second comics is the current issue like COVID-19, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So how about the concept?
for the comic strip too. Do we want to do the same as lawak campus or another?
No,
Uh,
different from Lovenia. Am I right?
Fat, Fateen suggests. What is your suggestion?
I think Syahira has idea for our concept in for our next comics.
maybe we can do it like anak-anak sidik. Do you guys read it about anak-anak sidik comic or not?
Yes.
I don't recall.
Okay. Maybe like in newspaper, the cartoon strip, maybe like that. We can do like that. Different from Lawak Campus a bit, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with Syahira's idea for our concept for the comic book.
Is there anything else you guys want to add? Because basically we already have our two ideas, and both comics have 5 panels, right? Or is it different? Or do you guys
Yes,
want?
or in our video, maybe we want to add some more panels because we didn't discuss yet about the storyline. So maybe it will change the numbers of the panels.
So maybe during our second group discussion, we can talk about more in details about the storyline, huh? Like what each panels talk about, what are they doing in each panel, what happens
Yes.
in the comic strip.
Yes.
Okay, so first one is about online learning, and the second one is the current issues and how to cope with the pandemic. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess that's it. When are you guys free to do the second group discussion video? I mean, I could start on drawing a rough sketch on the on the comic strips. But for us to discuss more, when are you guys free? Saturday next week. Saturday next week is already the 17th. Do you guys, is it possible for us to complete the first comic strip at least by the 19th?
I think tomorrow
But
will be fine.
when is the date? When is the deadline?
The
19.
deadline, yeah,
20 April.
we have to submit our second discussion video on the 19th. Wait. When do we need to submit our first comic strip?
On 26 April.
So yeah, still fine if we.
So our group discussion video 1 and video 2 need to submit
On the
on
19th.
this 19th April.
So if we were to do this second discussion video next week, it's still possible. We still can make it if you guys want it. We can always change the date later, but just before, as long as
Yes.
it's before 19.
Yes. Okay.
So for now, we'll stick to the 17th.
Okay.
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 So
Okay.
I guess that's it for today. Thank you guys for your participation. I like the ideas. And hopefully it'll be a success.
Hopefully. Thank you all.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone. See you guys next week.
See you next week.
See you next week.